Hello everyone, in this video I will show you our new product. You can see this is KinCony B8M board. And this board similar as our KinCony B16M, just this one is 8-channel Mosfet output version. And this board also made by ESP32S3 and used by different software such as ESP Home for Home Assistant and support KCSV3 firmware. And you can also write your own Arduino source code and ESP development tool all can use by this board. And in this video, I will show you this hardware design details and different interface and how it works with the different software solutions such as the Tuya app and the Home Assistant app and the KinCony cloud server. So let's look at this hardware design details firstly. Okay, let's look at this is B8M board. You can see it here, B8M, and this is in front, and this one you can see this is the back. And this board you can see also support install on the DIN rail. Just install into your power distribution box. And let's look at. You can see I can put it here. This is a power distribution box, and you can see this one. This one. So you can install brick, and also you can install this B8M board. You can see, you just install on the DIN rail, So you can see, you can close it, and you can see this is B8M in this power distribution box used by standard size. Okay. Okay, let's look at this box inside. Let's open this box. And this has a screw. And this one also has a screw. And we can open this. Okay, we can open this aluminum cover. And you can see, this is aluminum cover. And this cover, if you want OEM service, we can also print your logo. Just you can contact with us. And you can see this is inside of this box, and this is Tuya config button, and this is power LED, and this is Tuya network LED, and this is 8-channel output LED, and SD card will receive the logo, the relay on and off, one relay on and one relay off, so we'll save the SD card by text file. Okay, let's remove this top PCB board. This here is screw. I'll remove this PCB board. And this just for our LED and OLED display. And let's look at the inside details. And this interface is for digital input. And this socket also is removable terminal. You can see it's removable, so it will be easy to connect with your wire. And this output also is removable and removable. Okay, so let's look at, you can see this is the antenna interface and antenna interface, because you can connect with this antenna directly for this antenna, or you can use this extend antenna. For example, if you want install this in power distribution box, but the metal box inside have only a little signal, so you can use this extend antenna and just connect with this SMA socket and install this antenna outside of the power distribution box. So, and you can see this one is digital input, 8-channel digital input at here, 8-channel digital input and ground, and IS485A and B S45A and B, and this is ground, and this is analog input CH1 and CH2, that is 0 to 5 watt analog input signal, and CH3 and CH4, that is 4 to 20 milliampere current analog sensor signal. So this have a 16-bit ADC chip inside of this box. And this one, that is free GPIO. This all is free GPIO you can use, and 3 volt, and this is power, and this is ground. And the power and the ground support 12 to 24 volt. And you can see at here, that support DC 12 or 24 volt. And let's look at this interface. You can see this output. The output, you can see Y1, Y2, and until Y8. That is 8-channel Mosfet output. Every channel Mosfet max support 10 ampere, very big current by every Mosfet. And this L0 that connect with the DC, that is connect with your power directly. So this part you need to connect with this DC, connect together, 24 volt or 12 volt, no problem. If you connect this point with 24 volt, the output will be 24 volt voltage. If you connect with 12 volt, the output will be 12 volt. And this also is I2C extend. You can see SDE and SCL. You can connect with I2C device such as I2C temperature sensor and SHG30 temperature and humidity sensor. And this is free GPIO, and this is ground. And this button, DL, that means download. This one used for ESP32S3 download. And this is reset, the ESP32 reset at here. And this is USB. The USB-C used for download firmware, just connect with USB-C cable, and the Ethernet. And this one you can see that have a B16 core. So this board have many powerful functions. You can see this is the ESP32S3 module at here. It's used by N16R8, have a big PS RAM. And this is W5500 Ethernet chip, the high quality Ethernet chip at here. And this one you can see that have a cable is connected with the RTC clock battery. Install the battery, you will save the RTC clock if power off for the controller. So the time will be saved. And this one you can see this module is a Tuya module. So this, because it have a Tuya module, so this board you can use by Tuya app and Alexa app and Google Home app. And also voice control Google Home Speak and Alexa Speak directly. So voice control is no problem. So okay, so you can see we have used this B16 core board, and so that let this space, the size, and will be very small. So will be save your space. So this is the B8M board. The inside we have designed this board in a small size. Okay, let's install back, and I will show you the software solution later. And you can see this is my power supply, 12 volt at here and at here. But you can see I connect with one red cable, that is power, so that I want connect with this DC. So this terminal I will connect together with this power. You can connect with 24 volt or 12 volt because I just want the Mosfet output 12 volt. So I connect this cable from this power together. Actually, you can use the individual power supply for this terminal. For example, this is 12 volt and this is 24 volt. Okay. Oh, this is 24 volt. This is 12 volt. Okay, no problem. Okay, I will connect with the Ethernet cable at here and connect with this power supply. Connect with this power supply, and you will see, because I have already downloaded the KCS V3 firmware, you will see the screen that should welcome information. You can see this showed the time and the IP address of Wi-Fi and the Internet IP address, and the Tuya is offline. Okay, so let's look at how it works with different software solution. Okay, let's back to my computer, and now I will show you how it works with different software solution. And you can see this is KinCony B8M that have some details. You can check it here. Some different resource. You can see ESP32 pin define and ESP home YAML file and Arduino source code, all links at here. And also you can check with our form. You can see you can download the KCS v3 firmware from this link. You can see it here. The topest is the newest. So you can see this have a B8M. You can download from this link. And I already have downloaded how to use and how to download. You can see our online guide that have showed in details. You can see this KCS v3 online guide. You just click, and that have showed how to download the firmware and where to download and how to download. You can see the ESP download tool at here. How to step by step. It's very easy, just from this online guide. And now you can see I can use a web browser login with my IP address that showed in display. So this is KCS v3 login web page. And you can see at here, we can use the default username and password admin login at here. And you will see the KCS firmware version. And you can see the IP address information all shared at here. And this is the input. You can set for input whether reverse the logical, and the output whether reverse, or you can see have a hold on or have a delay, just set by yourself. And also you can use the interlock group. You can see the 8 channels that have max 4 group. For example, relay 1 and relay 2 output will not all on at the same time. That used for curtain, used for motor and protect the motor. This is interlock group, and this is auto off time. If you have set the delay mode, that you can input. If you have input 10, that means every 1 second will be auto off after the output is on. So every time, anyway, the output is on, that will be auto off after 1 second. Just 1000 ms, that means 1 second. And the next you can see the sensor, and the sensor you can set by yourself. If you have connected with the DS18B20 temperature sensor, you can choose which GPIO you have connected. So it's very easy. For example, the first one and the second one and the third one. So you can connect with many different max 32 sensor at here. And also support use IS45. You can see IS45 KinCony TS temperature and humidity sensor. And if you set by IS45 sensor, you can just import the address. For example, address 1, address 2, address 3. And also you can set this I2C sensor because there are interface green terminal. You can connect with SHT30 I2C temperature and humidity sensor. Okay, the next you can see the monitor that will support monitor different protocol and ADC and the sensor and the digital input and digital output. You can see I can turn on. You can see this will be turned on at here. So this is controlled by KCS firmware. And you can see also I have enabled the KinCony Cloud. That will be very easy. You can see just at here the protocol generate. You can see just disable or enable it. Enable it, the KinCony Cloud server will be free for 2 years. And you can see if you enable it, you can see in our web page, this is the KinCony web servers that can run in any operation system compute, Apple compute or Microsoft compute or your mobile phone without any application. But the most important, it can use by web browser in different PC and Apple compute. So you can see this is the B8M. You can see that is online. So we can click, and you can see at here 8 channel output. You can see I can click output 1 is on. You can see this one is on, and output 2 and output 3 and output 4 is on. You can see in the box the 4 LED is on. Let's switch to KCS firmware. at here, and we can go to the monitor, and you can see this also is update the state. This channel is on. If I close this two channel is closed, and I back to my web service, you can see this two channel is off. So this all state is update for KinCony Cloud Server, for KCS, and even if in Tuya mobile phone and Home Assistant, I will show you later. And this you can see this is input. So if I shut the input, let's look at this one. You can see that is ground, and this is input 1. So if I shut these 2 points, you can see if I shut these 2 points in my compute, you can see this is remote monitor the sensor state by internet. You can see this is green, and also you can check at the KCS. You can see this work in local network. This is green. So you can see if I remove my twice, and you can see this become recover. So this can monitor the sensor state, the digital input state by internet or by local network. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, and you can see this is the protocol of KinCony Cloud Server. And let's look at how it works with the Home Assistant very easily. Just for the MQTT auto discover, it's very easy. So you can see in my Home Assistant dashboard, and we can see the settings and the device and the device, and you can see this is all KinCony controller at here, but there is no B8M. We can list it here. No B8M. Okay, let's add to Home Assistant just by 1 minute. So you can see in protocol, and we just input the name B8M. Also, you can rename by yourself. And this one, you can see this is Mosfet, just the Home Assistant IP address. I can check my root. My Home Assistant IP address is this one. You can see is this one. Is this one. And MQTT broke port is this one, and MQTT username and MQTT password. This just installed Mosfet on your Raspberry Pi or on your Home Assistant server. So just a few these steps, and just you need to enable this auto discovery, and press save and press OK. The B8M board will be reboot. So this will be auto discovered by Home Assistant. It's very easy. So we change back to Home Assistant dashboard, and let's wait for a moment. You can refresh the web page. Okay, you can see this is the B8M list at here. So this is auto discovery. I'm not do anything in Home Assistant YAML file. So you can see I can click this one. You can see this 8 channel output at here, ADC 4 channel ADC at here. This is 8 channel digital input at here. If you add the sensor at here, and also the sensor will update to Home Assistant. So you can see in Home Assistant, I can turn off. You can see this is turn off. So if I let this window together, this is Home Assistant, and this is KinCony Cloud. You can see because the KinCony Cloud is work by internet. You can see if I turn on output 1, update at here, turn on output 2, update at here, 3, update at here. So this is the work for Home Assistant and KinCony Cloud Server at the same time. Okay, so this is very easy to integrate to Home Assistant. And let's look at this KCS web page and the monitor and the protocol. And you can see now, you can see KinCony Cloud Server is connected, and Home Assistant is connected. And you can see the Tuya is disconnected. Okay, the Tuya mobile phone also can remote control by internet. It's very easily and very popular. And now I will show you how to easy add to Tuya application. Okay, you can see this is my mobile phone. This is Smart Life application, and this is Tuya Smart application. These two apps all can use by the B8M board. I can use this Smart Life because I'm in China, so I use this one. And you can see I open this application that is auto discovered. Just to make sure you have enabled this Bluetooth. So this will auto discover. You can see KinCony B8M. So I just press add and input your root SSID and the password and press next. So it's very easy. Now just wait for a moment. Okay, you can see add successfully, and you can press down. Okay, you can see this is Tuya app interface. You can see the 3 channel is on because this 3 channel is on. So you can press off. You can see off, off, off. Okay, and this you can see the setting that have a digital input, 8 channel digital input. If you also connect with this one, digital input 1 and this ground, so you can see the Tuya first channel is triangle. You can see triangle, shut, recover. So now you can see the Tuya mobile phone is work at the same time. We can put it here. Let's look at different software work together, how it works. I can also switch Wi-Fi to 5G because I want to show you this is remote control by internet. You can see this time is 5G, not Wi-Fi. And you can see, press this button, this is on, press, this is off. Okay, this is Tuya. Now you can see in my monitor web page, the Tuya is connected. So this time you can see the KinCony Cloud Server, Home Assistant, and the Tuya and the KCS all work at the same time. You can see the Home Assistant, and if I turn on Home Assistant, you can see. Let's use this window at here. This window is KinCony Cloud Servers. KinCony Cloud Servers. And this is KCS, and this is Home Assistant. So much window at we just put it here. Let's become it smaller. Okay, you can see if I turn on Home Assistant Relay 1, and you can see the Relay 1, this is KinCony Cloud Server, and this is KCS, and this is Tuya is on. And you can see if I turn on this channel 2 by KinCony Cloud Server, this on, and the Tuya is on, and this is on. Okay, now I can turn on 3 by this KCS, turn on. And you can see this is 3, and this is 3, and then Tuya is 3, and you can see this 3 is on. So if I turn off, you can see turn off by Tuya, turn off by Tuya, and turn off by Tuya, and you can see this off, and all software client is off. So it's very flexible and powerful with different software client. They can work at the same time, and the state always update for each other. So this is very powerful and flexible at the advantage. And you can see, let's look at the next. You can see the IFTTT. So you can edit the IFTTT by yourself. You can see different results for if condition and different actions at here. And how to set in details, you can see our online guide. So because I want to save the time. And this is the network, you can see the Wi-Fi and the GSM. If you have connected with KinCony G1 4G module, so you can use the external pin define and set the G1 for use by SMS and voice call to continually on and off. And the next you can see the protocol. Also you can see KinCony Cloud Server and MQTT and Home Assistant. This MQTT connect to your own cloud server on internet or on local network. And this is HTTP. If you want to enable, you just enable it. And this is TCP server, TCP client, UDP server, UDP client, IS485 Modbus at here. And this customer size protocol, you can define what protocol to send. You can see what TCP or UDP or HTTP to send, what protocol is received. For example, TCP or UDP or S485 received what information will trigger different action output using FTTT. This FTTT is work in local ESP32, not work with internet, without internet. And the protocol you can see also support HomeKit, Apple HomeKit. You can enable this Apple HomeKit and set different input for HomeKit. Just enable and rename by yourself at here. And this is for output for switch shown in HomeKit application. At here also is enable and rename by yourself. And this one you can see that is ADC because we have 4-channel analog input. So this also can enable in Apple HomeKit and just rename every item by yourself. And this is DAC because this board no DAC resource, so it's no record. And the HomeKit sensor, if your sensor, temperature sensor have added, this also can enable in Apple HomeKit. And this log sound, you can see the log sound server. You can use the UDP and UDP server or UDP client, and this is UDP protocol, and you can integrate to logsound mini server by UDP command. So that will be controlled by logsound server and feedback the state to logsound server by UDP command. And this is system. You can see some different settings for RTC and the clock. You can set it here, and also you can set the digital input with a double click and hold down the time. According by yourself. Okay, so this is the powerful KCS firmware. All this firmware you can download from our phone or resource. You can see, just find in B8M at here, and you will see the ESP home and the ESP32 pin define at here, and the ESP home YAML file at here. The ESP home also can enable the Tuya application. At here you just download and directly to use. And this is Arduino source code. Every source code you can see have write the description how it works and download the Arduino source code file, or you can download the bin file, just the firmware, and download to ESP32 directly. So if you have any questions, you can leave a message to our phone or in our comments. Okay, thanks for watching.